Prescott now. Completes this one to Pickens. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. Now 2nd and 5. Now Prescott. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Looking to throw. Prescott. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. On 3rd down, here's Williams. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now Prescott. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. First run now for Kyron Williams. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Here's Stafford. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
16 yards is the pickup there, and a 1st down for L.A.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Now, that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
That's good for a Rams 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
The Cowboys 38-yard line.
We're scoreless after one. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. The first throw here for the backup Garoppolo. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. It's caught. Smith. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 14. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here we go.
Up the middle. Here's Corum. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
To throw is Garoppolo. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Blake Corum, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Rams post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Throwing is Milton. That is caught. It's spanned forward. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Now Milton. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Milton now to throw. Trying to set up a screen for Blue. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Milton. Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. Touchdown, Cowboys! Jalen Tolbert, 48 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from drawing level. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 1. They run once more with Corn. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
3rd down and 2.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Throwing now is Garoppolo. That's to the tight end, Colby Parkinson. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 31-yard line. Garoppolo going to change the look here. Corn now on 1st and 10. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Garoppolo now. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down. First and goal.
And now an audible here into something else. Oh, he fakes the spike. Now Garoppolo lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead. And it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. They run straight ahead with Corum. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
It's now 3rd and goal.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Garoppolo. He'll try and do this himself. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
But that was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate, that was just incomplete.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And Gay knocks this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll run with Corum to begin the drive. Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
33 yards that time.
You just had the feeling that sooner or later someone was going to come up with that one play. Neither team has really done a whole lot offensively, but here's one that pays off to the tune of big yardage, and it's one that could maybe get this group in gear.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On play action, now Garoppolo. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? They'll look to throw here. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on 3rd down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped them for no gain.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
33-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get involved in the end zone.
Milton. Got his man. It's Jonathan Mingo. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Here's Milton. Gets it underneath to Blue. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
To throw is Milton. A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Cutting.
They'll run up the middle here with Blue. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's good play. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Operating from the gun, Milton. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. From 21 yards away. And the Cowboys have tied the ball game with a chance to go ahead now in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. Aubrey now for the PAT. And this puts them on top by a penny. It's 14-13.
14. Rams, 13.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
It's not enough. You solid left, but it's not enough. You better release them, but it's not enough.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Play action. Garoppolo. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles. And we... Got a dandy here. A one-point game as we begin the fourth.
On the ready.
On first down, it's Blue. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he's taken down inside the 30. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 5.
At the 24-yard line.
They'll run. This is Phil Maffa. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Milton. That'll be complete to Blue. Well, the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Drops it to Blue, complete. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Let's go now.
Back to throw again. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Hawk 70.
Blue. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. Back to throw. Milton. That is intercepted. And the Rams are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. Oh my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
Now Garoppolo. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. From the gun, a give to Corum.
And he'll bring this one inside the 35.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking, so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
A lot on the line here, even for just a preseason game. Jobs to be won and lost. It's 3rd down.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Who wants it more? This is 4th and a yard.
Now Garoppolo, gotta have this one. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. To throw is Garoppolo.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
For the field goal, a 48-yard attempt.
Gay's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
At their own 27-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Buffalo 18, Hawk 70, 19 Lions. Warriors 17.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Back to throw. And unable to connect, incomplete. Well, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Fourth down, 10 yards to go.
Here we go. Gotta be simple.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this one is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position.
They got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. And he is going to have a Rams first down, and that should be the one that finishes this game off.
That's good for a Rams first down. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Los Angeles.